Yeah, hello, Rosie. This is Brad Lindsay again. I called you just a
Yes,
little
sir.
bit ago. I went all the way up the chain. I started with the local Jefferson County Health Department, and I finally got somebody at the state health department. And according to the guy at the state health department, it is the sole discretion of JCPS to do what they want. And according to him, the governor basically has already advised you guys to prepare to close the schools. So, you know, he he's pointing the finger back at you essentially. He said
Okay.
you need to talk to your local superintendent's office and your local mayor and people like that. So he sent me back to the locals.
Okay.
So I'll ask you again. Why are we not closing schools, and when are we going to do it?
Okay. Just a minute. I'm not. Thank you for holding. This is Cherry.
I'm sorry. Who have I gotten?
This is Cherry. How can I help you, sir?
Sherry. What's your position in the superintendent's office?
I'm in the superintendent's office. I'm chief of staff's office. How can I help you?
My name is Brad Lindsay. I'm trying to get a hold of somebody who can answer a question. Why is JCPS still open? And when are you guys going to close it? Close schools?
Okay. So we are still on a level 5, and that level 5 is preparing for possible school closure. We are
Until
getting
what?
information
Hmm.
from the local health department and from the state health department, as well as the CDC, and the World Health Organization. As soon as we get that recommendation, we'll make
Okay.
the next
Can I
step.
ask you
And
something?
if you do have
Mhm.
concern with your child being in school, then we have allowed or made accommodations for parents to keep their kiddos home and send a parent note in when this goes when this passes.
Okay, hang
So
on one second. I
sure.
appreciate that. I appreciate what you're saying. And that's been my major concern. I mean, first of all, that we're sending kids to a central location, so they could carouse with each other and then bring whatever each other has home. Obviously that's a bad state of affairs right now when we've got a case of coronavirus in the city. you know, and that's just the one we know about. So who knows how many others are lingering around? I'm sure you already know this, but if you're waiting for the WHO, I mean that's the same organization. You realize that waited until what was it the end of January to even declare that there was a problem, an international event, and the virus was already well spread by that point, and now we've got hundreds of people dying in Italy. I mean, are you seriously going to wait for the WHO? Because everybody's passing the buck upwards. But I just talked to somebody at the state level, at the state health department, and they're saying you
Right.
guys have sole discretion. So why is it no one is taking responsibility and making a damn decision? That's what I want to know. Because you're passing the buck all the way up to the W freaking HO. And that's the same and where are they located? Brussels, Belgium. That's the same organization that dragged their feet this whole time. So what are you waiting on? I
We are
mean,
waiting on
go ahead.
current current information
Mm-hmm.
that would guide us to make the decision
Yeah.
with the recommendation.
Okay. How many people have to have it in our county before you're just going to make a decision, regardless of what the WHO says? Ha-
Right. Well, and it's not based just on what the WHO says. We're
uh,
getting information locally and state level
Well,
that
I'll tell you this: the local health department, they didn't know it.
right,
They basically washed their hands of you guys completely. When I spoke to them, and I have all this on tape as well. When I spoke to
okay,
them just now, because Rosie said that you guys were waiting for word from them and also the state health department. The local health department was like, I don't know what you're talking about, because they basically do what they want, and we don't have any say over it. So, and they directed me to
right,
the state, and then the state basically said the same thing, that you guys have sole discretion. And they even said, the guy I spoke to, he said the governor's already told them to prepare to close.
right,
Yeah.
and that's what level we are on, and we're waiting on recommendation that and putting things in place in
Well,
order to do this
I,
rather than chaos. Do this very planned. Student safety is our primary concern. concern.
Sure.
This is why we have given the opportunity for parents to keep their students at home, their children at home.
Okay, where is it I can read about or even see? Because I haven't seen anywhere where you guys have released that publicly, where any of us with the ability to keep our kids home can do that. Do we have some kind of waiver uh, on that, and how long does it last? I need solid information on this, because otherwise you guys might ding my kid for truancy and then come after me with CPS, and I just don't want that to happen when this stuff passes over. So I want something in writing, and I want to know where I can see it, because I don't see that anywhere. Is that just some secret that we have to know about or call about?
Sure. The principals were notified this week
Uh-huh.
about this accommodation.
I see.
So if you'd like to contact your principal and confirm that, that would be the best place to start for that, for your student. What school does your child attend? Okay.
So yeah, I can definitely do. I mean, well, I'll take your word as confirmation. That's good enough for me. But I'm curious as to where, other parents will be able to see this as well. If they doubt, if somebody asks me and I say, hey, you can keep your kid home if right now if you're worried about it.
And it's the accommodation for 10 days during this, and that may be a readdress. But it's when this was announced on or released to principals on, I think it was Monday or Tuesday.
Okay.
That it was up to 10 days for a parent, and it would just be a parent note that would be excused.
Okay.
If, of course, the child is sick, it would be a sick day excuse.
If you don't, ma'am, if you don't mind me saying, that's a really good policy, and that needs to be made more explicit, and it needs to be made public, because the more people actually keep their kids home, that's going to be good for I realize that's not good for like the coffers of JCPS, but with the money and stuff.
Right now.
I hope not.
You're right.
But at the same time, that is going to limit the number of people that will be in the school system and getting each other sick, and then the kids who have to be there. And I feel for them. I know that's a lot of kids. That's the only place they get a meal. I get it. But at the same time, that'll actually be better for them, because then they'll have maybe more attention from their teachers than they've ever gotten. In a sense. So if you get my drift here, this needs to be more explicit, because I wouldn't have even bothered calling you guys and bothering you had I known this.
Well, you're not bothering us, but I do appreciate your phone call, and please know that there are frustrations on both sides of this decision.
Yeah.
Our main always is with school safety, student safety, when we know the importance of preventing exposure to this. So we are trying to make the wisest decision we can with the recommendations that we're getting.
Yeah.
And providing these accommodations as we can. So if you did want more information on that, or if you felt like you need to confirm that with your child's school, please do that. And we will disseminate information the best we can and in a timely manner, because we know this is on the forefront of everyone's mind.
Okay. Well, listen, I appreciate it. And your name one more time, I'm sorry, was?
Carrie.
Is it Carrie or Sherry? I'm sorry.
It's CHERRI.
Oh, okay, Cherry. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
All right. Well, listen, thank you very much, Cherry. You've answered my questions. I just hope that, if it comes time to, actually close the school system, that we do it and do it decisively. And for now, I mean, please at least include this in your press release. Next time, you have a press conference or something about this, make sure this is explicitly stated that people can keep their kids home if they have the ability to do it. Please do that.
Yes, sir. Well, I do appreciate your phone call and your input. It's valuable to us.
Well, thank you very much. Have an awesome day.
All right, sir. You too.
Bye-bye.
Bye.